especially if you're not good. Can you lower the volume?
Alarm.
So hey there guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm doing really very different. I always say that I do something really different, but this is actually quite different from what I usually make, because usually I make travel videos, cooking or lifestyle vlogs, challenges, etc. But this video is going to be focused on money. It's really important to know how to save money and how to invest properly and everything. Now, I'm not an expert. The tips that I'm going to share with y'all is something that I learned over time and something that I even researched and basically learned as well. So I've used this in my life and I've seen people using it. These are like basic things that some people really don't know, because I've seen a lot of people in my life who just doesn't know how to handle money, and this is actually a serious case. So without any further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay. So first and foremost is record your expenses, everything, your income, your expenses. You need to record it. For example, even if you want to lose weight, the first thing you have to do is record your calories, what you intake and everything. So it applies the same for money as well. You need to know where you're getting the money from and where you are spending. I mean, when I started earning for the first time, I used to have an Excel sheet where I used to literally enter everything, what I spent throughout the month and everything, and end of the month I would calculate like why I spend this much, what I could have reduced. There's a lot of apps you can record. You can use an Excel sheet, or just simply just write it down like the old school style. You can just have a book for yourself and write down all your expenses and income. So this is my first tip, because it's really very very important. My second tip is cut down unnecessary expenses, like for example Netflix subscription or any type of subscriptions that's not at all useful for you. In fact, having Netflix, like I realized I used to have Netflix subscription, but later on I realized that it's time waste and it's also a waste of money. So I just stopped Netflix, because once you start watching Netflix, anything, like even if you're addicted to watching movies, I find it such a waste of time. I mean, since we're talking about money, let's just talk about wasting time also. Time is money. Instead of wasting your time watching some movies that you're not going to get any knowledge of, might as well just do some online courses. There's so many freaking online courses that you can do for free. So why not just invest your time into the proper place? Anyways, let's come to the point. Luxurious dine-ins, unnecessary things, like for example, you want to buy something and you buy it, and then after 2 days you realize I don't really need that. So if you want something, just give it like a week or two just to think that do you really need it, and trust me, by the end of the week you will realize that you don't really need it much. A lot of people just go to the gym just to walk on the treadmill. You can do the same thing outside. You can just walk out. You can work out at home as well, if you don't want to do any lifting. But if you're just wanting to lose weight, you can do that at home. Honestly, you can do it at home. So my third tip is for people who cannot keep money in their hand and it just goes away from their hands. Like if they have money in their bank account, they just cannot wait till they finish the money. So this tip is for people like you, to have commitments with your savings. For example, you can open a chit fund. You can open some banks have automatic saving funds. Every month you'll be having like stress, like okay, you not it's a good stress for yourself, like okay, I have to pay. So somehow you are going to arrange that money and you will be paying that amount. So either ways, if it's going to be in your hand, it's going to finish. So might as well just open. In Hindi we say BC. Usually an organization or like friends, relatives, they all have come together and make BCs. You need to consider to get into one of them if you cannot save money with yourself. Or what you can also do is you can give to someone who you extremely trust to save it for yourself, because I know a lot of people who just cannot keep money in their hands. So you can definitely use this tip. So as my first tip was to record all your expense, now you need to create a budget for yourself. For every single thing, for your food, for your rent, for going out, entertainment, everything needs to have a budget, so that you will know how much you can spend that makes it more easier for you to record your expense as well when you have a budget, and it psychologically makes you spend less. So might as well just think of doing that. So for this tip, I don't think so I should even talk much about it because it's so obvious. Avoid debt. So this is so dangerous. I'm a type of person who have this thinking that I would not ask money from anyone. I'll just die hungry, but I cannot ask money from anyone. That's something I've been like this my whole entire life. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know, but this is me. You've taken loan, you pay interest every month, and you are planning to invest in some other place to get money, then I personally advise you all to finish your debt, finish your loan instead of investing, because it's going to be the same thing. You're going to get money from your investment, and at the same time you have to pay that to your loan. So might as well just finish off your loan. This is what I think is the best thing to do. If you do not know how to use credit cards, don't take it. Just throw it away. You know, banks are going to come and be like, oh, you want credit card, you're going to be happy and you're going to take it, and then you're going to get into a lot of Let's move on to the other one. So my next tip is to plan ahead. This is important in every age. If you start earning, you need to plan. First, you are going to get motivation, and second, you want to finish your studies, masters or PhD or whatever, or if you want to get married, if you want to go for vacations, everything, keep a goal, so that in that way you'll be motivated. So imagine you're going to save money and all of a sudden something like stupid comes up and you will like invest all your money in that. No, you need to plan ahead and set, like, I want to do this when I'm 25, I want to do this in this age. So if you have this planned, obviously everything doesn't go as planned, but it's always good to keep your plans and then leave it for whatever is going to happen will happen. Seventh tip is to use coupons. If you're making any purchases or whatever, use coupons. Try to save money as much as you can. Even when you're buying something you really need, try to save money by using coupons. There are pretty good websites such as Honey. This is a short tip, but it also helps you in some way or the other. Make purchases which is quality items, whether it be electronic items, cars, or makeup or clothing. So for example, you buy a pair of shoes which is a low quality, and probably if you keep using it, it's going to break within 1 month and you need to purchase another one. So again, money. Worst case scenario, it will keep happening. But when you buy something which is in good quality, obviously I'm not telling buy some designer shoes or whatever. I mean, when I say good quality, doesn't mean a luxurious brand, but I mean something that it's good quality. My last and final tip is to invest your money. So for instance, you save money for 1 year. Every month you used to save like 1,000 dirhams, and in 12 months it becomes 12,000 dirhams. That's pretty much not, it's not that much. You cannot buy a house or something with that. However, it's always good to keep your money working. When you're saving money, you're actually giving a rest to your money. But at the same time, if you invest that money in a proper place, some people invest in like blindly. They don't have any knowledge about what they're investing, but they just blindly invest. I'm not telling you to do like that. Do your research and invest properly in the right place, so that money doubles up instead of just staying in the bank account, just doing nothing. You cannot depend on your 9-to-5 job for forever, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You need to create an income that that even if you sit at home and do nothing, you will get money and you don't have to work. So keep that mindset, and that's pretty much one reason why I started YouTube as well. I am working full time. I have a YouTube account which I believe, I alone believe myself that it will be somewhere or the other. Like what's the worst that's going to happen anyways? And creating multiple incomes. So I'm not really dependent on YouTube, neither am I really dependent on my work. I just try to create different, I do a lot of part-time jobs as well. I try to create all the skills that I have to get money, because I am 22 and this is my age of earning. If you are in your 20s, you need to know that do not waste time, because as I told you, time is money. So if you are wasting your time doing nothing, then you will regret in your 30s for sure. The only reason why I thought I should make this video is because I've seen a lot of people making the most unreasonable mistakes with their money, with their finance. These are basic tips that would help you to save money. Psychologically, at least, you would like feel like motivated to save money, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You might like break your leg or whatever, I don't know, you'll have to sit at home. So you need to, you know, be independent and create some source of income for yourself, even something worse happens to you. So I hope you have found these tips useful and would actually try it yourself if you guys are earning or whatever. Do like this video if you did, and comment, like, share, subscribe to my channel. That would really help me a lot. Until then, take care and bye.